Hey, this is Corey from Woodcraft, and I recently did a video talking about weighing your gear and how important it is to understand what everything weighs so that you can cater your system to make you as comfortable as possible, whether it's carrying a little bit of extra weight, understanding how much extra you're carrying, or if it's a combination of mixing light and heavy gear to find that sweet spot, or just there's a lot of reasons why you should weigh your gear. And in that video, Jeff left a comment asking about cook sets and how he's been trying to find a lightweight cook set and he didn't have a scale for comparison. And so I told him I would do a video showing my system and why I weigh things and the information that I found along the way. And so I have 3 cameras going. I have the camera so that I can talk to you guys one-on-one. I have a camera so that you guys can see the scale and kind of what I got going on. And then I have another camera where you guys can see how much everything weighs. And so what I'm going to be comparing is I have the Pathfinder water bottle kit. I have the Pathfinder stainless steel canteen. The reason I picked these two is because they're about as close as you can get to similar. Only one's a canteen, one's a water bottle. They have the same lid, they have the same material, same thickness, same everything. The only thing different is one's canteen shaped, one's water bottle shaped, and then the lids on the nest, or the handles on the nesting cup, are a little bit different. And then the lids, I picked a solid lid. The Pathfinder one has all those slits and cuts in it, so I picked one that's more similar to the canteen. I have a Nalgene plastic water bottle. I have a 2-liter bottle just for weight comparison. I have the Stanley cook system with the green cups. I'm going to weigh it with and without the green cups. And then I have another stainless steel Blackthorn bottle just so that you can get a comparison on different styles of bottles. So let's just start off by weighing the Pathfinder water bottle with the nesting cup. And that is 14 ounces exactly. I'm going to add the lid, and that is 15.4 ounces. So a little bit less than a pound. Okay, so now we're going to move on to the canteen. We're going to weigh the bottle and the nesting cup together. And there you have 1 pound, 4.1 ounces. And then if I add the lid, 1 pound, 6.1 ounces. So you're looking at this system is heavier than the water bottle. Another thing to keep in mind is the water bottle itself is 32 ounces, where the canteen is 39 ounces, I believe. So you do get a little bit more water with the canteen, but the nesting cup holds the same amount. The lids are the same, everything else is the same. The only difference is you're getting 7 more ounces of water in the canteen itself. The Nalgene, this is where a lot of people really think they're saving a lot of weight. If I were to take the Pathfinder nesting cup, which is the same one we used, that weighs 5.7, put the Nalgene inside, and that weighs 12 ounces exactly. I put the lid on, 13.4 ounces. And so you're only saving about 2 ounces, which isn't as much as I think people think they're saving by carrying the plastic over the stainless steel. I feel like people think they're saving a whole bunch of weight when honestly they're really not. The other thing that you guys wanted to see was the Pathfinder cup with the Stanley cook system. So this has the 2 green cups inside of it. That's 1 pound, 3.3 ounces. And so it's still lighter than the canteen. The reason that I don't carry this system is because you can't store water. You can't carry water over distance. You can't keep water in the Stanley. You can't keep water in the nesting cup. So you're not carrying water over distance. And I like having that option. That's why I always carry some kind of water bottle of some kind. But if you have the Stanley with the nesting cup, here, let's actually measure the Stanley by itself. So that's 13.5 ounces with just the Stanley and the 2 cups. If I take the 2 cups out, because you're probably not going to carry the 2 cups with the nesting cup. So if I take this out, drop everything everywhere. It's important when you're measuring stuff to always drop everything everywhere. I don't know why scales give you fumbly fingers, but it does. So 13.4 ounces. So again, you're not saving a lot of weight carrying the smaller container. If I were to take this out and put the stainless steel back in, it's 14 even with the lid, 15.5. And so you're only saving 2 ounces, right? And so I think people think they're saving a ton of weight carrying the smaller item here, but 2 ounces. And so what we've learned so far is choosing the Pathfinder water bottle over the Nalgene, you're saving 2 ounces. Choosing the Stanley, which is a much smaller system that you can't carry over distance, isn't saving you a ton of weight either. So how much was the Nalgene in the lid? So you could carry the Nalgene. Alright, so let me try that again, make sure everything's 0. So you can carry the Nalgene, a nesting cup, and the lid for the same weight as the nesting cup and the Stanley. It's literally almost the same. The only difference is with the Nalgene you're able to carry water over distance, and it's 32 ounces. You don't have the 2 cooking containers. You're only going to have the nesting cup to cook and make coffee in and everything, but you're not saving any weight. Okay, and that's why I feel it's so important to weigh this stuff. The more stuff you weigh, the more you'll kind of realize that they all kind of play together. The other comparison, I have a 2-liter bottle here. I don't have a smart water bottle. If you look at a lot of ultralight backpackers, they carry smart water bottles and different disposable options. And so the 2-liter is 1.7 ounces. If I were to add the Stanley to it, 9.5 ounces. And so we're way lighter. If I were to add the nesting cup, 7.4 ounces with the lid. Okay, 8.8 ounces, so you're only saving about 1 ounce carrying a nesting cup over the Stanley. And so if you're carrying the nesting cup by itself, you're looking at 7.1 ounces. If you're carrying the Stanley by itself, you're looking at 7.7, so you're not gaining or losing a lot choosing one or the other. Okay, so the reason I don't carry the Stanley is because it's not that much weight difference, but this I can put a water bottle into and I can save space, right? I can't put a water bottle inside the Stanley because of the way it's shaped. So this is taking up twice as much room, where this is taking up virtually no room. And so that's why I weigh my gear. That's why all this stuff matters to me, because if I didn't do this, I would just assume that the Nalgene was much lighter than the other options. I would have assumed that the Stanley is way heavier than the nesting cup. You know, I could assume and predict a lot of things, but once you have the data, once you've actually weighed the gear, you realize that a lot of this stuff is pretty close to the same. And so it's important to pick the system that's going to work the best, right? It's not about how much it weighs, because it all weighs about the same. It's about how it's going to perform and how it's going to do what you need it to do when you need it to do it. Okay, and so that's why another reason that I may not have mentioned in my last video on why it's important to weigh your gear. Okay, so that you understand what's what. You understand that the weight on all these things doesn't matter. Okay, I need to bring the thing that's going to do the job the best. It's not going to save my back. It's not doing anything else. Okay, it's not going to accomplish anything else. It's only going to accomplish cooking, boiling, and doing what I needed to do to cook. So with that being said, make sure to leave any knowledge or questions in that comment section. I wonder what you think of this. Did these numbers blow your mind? I've weighed all this stuff already, so I kind of knew what to expect, but did it blow your mind? Did you assume these things were heavier or lighter than they were going to be? Let me know in that comment section, and then make sure to click one of these videos and tell me what you think of them as well. I'm always excited to get feedback, and maybe I'll answer your question in my next video. So thanks for watching, and I can't wait to see you in one of these.